How rich is Jeff Bezos compared to the royal family? Just why are people so upset about his fortune? And what happened to Amazon's New York warehouse workers after leading protests over the company's questionable coronavirus safety precautions? Hi, I'm Dylan, and today we're talking about the recent breaking news that Amazon's founder and CEO, Jeff Bezos, might become the world's first trillionaire by 2026. Our COVID-19 carts are empty. Now, we know our parents taught to be happy for others when they succeed and not be envious, but it seems like there are exceptions. When the news broke earlier, Twitter was aflame with varying opinions on the matter. Most of them not too happy about Jeff's good fortune, like this one that points out the irony of the matter by cleverly playing on the concept of hell in the series The Good Place. Jeff Bezos is about to become the world's first trillionaire while we're about to enter a depression. This is the bad place. Or another disillusioned user asking why we're still defending capitalism as if this exploitative system is actually working. Others, granted the minority, think Bezos worked hard for this fortune. Jeff Bezos in 1994. You guys can hate that he is going to be the first trillionaire, but he definitely worked for it. Objectively, it's not difficult to see why fans are disgruntled. The collapsing economic impact of the coronavirus has been devastating for most, even forcing many Americans to give up their health insurance. That old saying is true, the rich are getting richer and the poor, poorer. Bezos and e-commerce giant Amazon are smiling all the way to the bank. Yes, according to MarketWatch, sales have spiked due to the pandemic, keeping people home and dependent on online shopping. Although the company has a different view, saying its extra spending to cope with the pandemic may destroy its second quarter profit. On its official website, it boasts what it is doing for its employees, customers, and communities around the globe. So, that aside, just how rich is Bezos? Comparing apples with apples and dollars with rice. Bezos owns an 11% stake in Amazon and has been the world's richest person since 2017. There's even been a recent TikTok video that uses rice to explain his fortune because, let's face it, most ordinary folks can't even comprehend the extent of $1 million, much less $1 trillion. But for those of us who'd rather compare dollar with dollars, here you go. Comparison reported that if Jeff's net worth reaches $1 trillion as predicted, he'll be worth more than the individual GDPs of 179 countries with a combined population of 3.4 billion people. English, please. He'll be worth almost half of all people alive. Right. Next fun fact, after her divorce from Jeff, Mackenzie Bezos became the third richest woman in the world. This was thanks to her stake in Amazon, worth roughly $35.7 billion. You'd think Jeff's fortune would have been hurt by this. Think again.
Jeff Bezos is so rich, he got divorced, and he's still the richest man in the world. He saw Marriage Story and thought it was a comedy.
It was like a drop in the ocean if you consider that an average American spending $1 can be likened to Bezos spending $1.2 million. Business Insider explains that the Amazon founder makes $2,489 per second, more than twice what the median US worker makes in 1 week. Oh, and if you still weren't clear on his wealth, ponder this. The Amazon CEO is nearly 38% richer than the British monarchy. He even has his own memes. Continue shopping? Ethical gray areas. The 2-hour documentary titled Amazon Empire: The Rise and Reign of Jeff Bezos details how Bezos built Amazon into an online giant. In the film, it's noted how some of his methods have come under scrutiny for their aggressive tactics and expanding power. Basically, he crushed the competition. The documentary also highlights everything that is admirable about Amazon, so it's quite objective. In the same breath, though, it discusses everything we should fear about the monopolist empire. One of the main concerns that have been flagged included privacy concerns as they relate to the use of consumer data. Did you know that Bezos also acquired the Washington Post, and that former Obama spokesman Jay Carney now fills the lobbying and communications role at the company? Powerful influences are at play here. And if reports are true, Congress wants Bezos to testify after possibly criminal statements. How so? It surrounds an allegation that Amazon uses third-party vendor information to its advantage to create new products. On the matter, Amazon Associate General Counsel Nate Sutton told Congress, "We don't use individual seller data directly to compete, but the rumors can't be stilled that easily." Bye, Amazon. As if that wasn't enough bad publicity, Tim Bray, a former vice president and high-ranking engineer, has resigned in protest of Amazon's treatment of its warehouse workers. In his blog post, he said, "Bye Amazon," and that he couldn't stand to work at a chicken shit company that fires protesters in an effort designed to create a climate of fear. What's the backstory here? Well, according to many sources, such as BBC News, Amazon's warehouses, especially New York, Detroit, and Chicago, saw protests by the workers who were concerned about lacking coronavirus safety precautions and the fact that many were falling ill. The company fired several employees for their involvement in protests. One of the unlucky workers was Chris Smalls. When asked about the matter, Amazon said Smalls was let go because he didn't quarantine himself after being in contact with an employee who was tested positive for COVID-19. The e-commerce giant's response to firing other employees was that they repeatedly violated internal policies. What's your opinion on the matter? Do you agree with the disgruntled tweets, or do you think Bezos deserves his fortune? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay awesome!